Hello and welcome to Padhot Vaise. So we are going to start the series of 1000 most important question of UGC Net JRF Political Science Paper 2. This is going to be video number 1 out of 40. We are going to discuss 25 question in each video. So let us start. So I'm Abhishek Kumar Mishra. I'm 3-time JRF qualified. I'm instructor in US and also a PhD scholar. So let us start with question number 1. So if you want to, like buy a test series, you can see the information for our test series. You could download our app Padhot Vaise, or you could visit our website and you could buy this test series also. Let us start with question number 1. See, solving the questions is an art. It is not about the knowledge actually. Okay. So whenever I was solving the question, I was always applying the elimination method. You don't have to look for that which is the correct option. You have to look for which can't be the option in India. So this is the elimination method. You have to actually, cross out the most irrelevant option. And after that, you will be in the better position to reach to your answer. So first of all, we are talking about liberalism. So consider the following features of liberalism. Emphasizes on the individual freedom. Obviously, the liberalism is talking about the individual freedom. Father of liberalism is John Locke. He is, quite often referred as the father of liberalism. Also, Hobbes is also related to liberalism. Rousseau is there. Thomas Paine is there. A lot of thinkers are there. Second option, if you read the second option, advocacy for the limited government intervention. So that is also correct, because if you see the key term for liberalism, it is saying that state is a necessary evil. That means a state is important for us, but it is evil at the same time. It is bad for us at the same time. Why it is necessary for us? Because it provides the security to the human beings. But at the same time, it is an evil because it limit our freedom, it limit our liberty. That is why it is referred as evil as well at the same time. So therefore, it is advocating the limited government intervention, right? That is also called the laissez-faire principle, which was promoted by Adam Smith, who is one of the supporter of the liberalism, the classical liberalism. In fact, he is known to be the founder of the classical liberalism in the terms of economics, because he was the only one who talked about the market economy. So market economy is such market where, invisible forces are operating the market, the demand and supply. The government just have to maintain the fair games, right? The rules and regulation the government has to maintain so that no one could have the monopoly in the market, but everything is like decided by demand and supply. So the second one is also the correct statement. Let us go to the third one. Preference for the class based hierarchical governance. Now liberalism is a kind of a democratic movement, so therefore liberalism cannot be supporting the class based hierarchical governance. It talks about equality. It is talking about the equality in the formal sense only, in the terms of equality of opportunity, but then also it talks about equality and not about the class-based hierarchical governance. So therefore, option 3 can't be correct actually. So wherever you see option 3, you need to eliminate that one. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to eliminate this one. I'm going to eliminate this one as well. Now you are left with two options. Now there is 50% probability that you would be getting the correct answer. Now, option number 4, if you read, so that is the protection of private property. Obviously, the protection of private property is very important. It is key to liberalism, because the state was, in fact, that was created in order to protect the private property of individual. So therefore, statement number 4 is also correct. So therefore, option number A is the correct answer. So this is how you have to solve these kind of question. Okay. Also, second must be the answer, right? You can't ignore the second statement. So therefore, B can't be the answer, because you have to include such an option where second must be included over there. So only A is the option which you could check out. So this is how we are attempting the question. From next question, I'm going to read the questions aloud. You are going to attempt this for the first time, and after that, we will discuss that what would be the correct answer. So now the second question is, which of the following best captures the essence of socialism? The belief in abolition of all form of governance, the promotion of economic equality and collective welfare, a system prioritizing individual liberty above social equality, the establishment of an authoritarian regime to protect the state. Now pause the video and try to think the answer in your mind. Now let us answer this question. When we are talking about socialism, these all are the ideology. Let me tell you about ideology a bit. See, this quiz what I have made, a kind of 25 question, this is related to the ideologies in political science. So what is an ideology? Ideology is a kind of set of belief. the statement which are a kind of belief. They help us to know the relationship between a triad. There are three things what you have to understand. There is an individual, there is state and society. So the ideologies actually they make us understand that how the state, individual and society are interrelated, which is more important, which is an end and which is a means. This is what the ideology is all about. So ideology cannot be proven. Ideology is all about the belief system. If you are going to focus on the arguments of liberalism, then they make sense. The arguments of socialism also make sense. The argument of Marxism also makes sense. So therefore, it is upon you that what you support, it is upon you that what you trust. So ideology is something which is about belief. It is not about, practically proving something. It's about religion. Religion is also ideology, some of, like according to some of the scholar. In fact, what is the identification mark of ideology? The ideology end with the term ISM, ism, right? Liberalism, anarchism, multiculturalism, conservatism, right? These things, socialism, Marxism, these all are ideology. If you take the example of religions, Hinduism, Islamism, right? So these are also the ideology. So whatever the tenets of Hinduism are there, they make sense. And tenets of Islam also make sense. So therefore, it is upon the individual that what they are going to follow, what is their faith, what is their belief. So something like this, actually, you could understand in the terms of ideology. It is also about the belief system rather than, the brute truth or experimenting and proving that which is correct and which is wrong. You can't do that, actually. I hope you get the point. So it is explaining the triad relation between the state, society, and individual in nutshell. Okay, so when we are talking about socialism, so socialism does not, believe in abolition of all form of government. In fact, the socialism says, see, there are two kind of socialism. There is something called evolutionary socialism, something called revolutionary socialism. So evolutionary socialism have many types. Fabian socialism is one of them. Okay, so and revolutionary socialism is nothing but Marxism. Whatever like communism, Marxism, Leninism, Maoism, whatever you say, right? Or Stalinism, these all are the type of revolutionary socialism. So evolutionary socialism, in fact, believe that a state is a necessary good. That means state could be that entity which could help to establish the socialism in the society. And what the socialism tries to do, it tries to actually maintain the dignity of the society. According to them, the society is more important and individuals should work in the favor of the society. So individual are means and society is an end for them. So this is what the socialism is all about. Okay. So it is talking about the abolition of all form of governance. That's wrong, actually. It is not doing that. Okay. The promotion of economic equality and collective welfare. Yeah, this is the correct option because socialism is promoting the economic equality and collective welfare. Now, the third one, a system prioritizing the individual liberty above social equality. No, actually, socialism give more preference to the equality. On the other hand, if you talk about liberalism, liberalism support liberty to more extent. Getting my point? So this can't be the answer. Option number D, the establishment of an authoritarian regime. No, it's not actually the part of socialism. Socialism never talks about establishing the authoritarian regime. You may have a kind of delusion that there are some of the state who call themselves socialist and they're authoritarian in nature. So that might be the confusion. But theoretically, like socialism never said that we are going to have a kind of authoritarian government. Okay. Now, question number 3. Which of the following thinker is related to the phrase dictatorship of proletariat? That's a very simple question. So you all know the answer for this. That would be Karl Marx. So Karl Marx gave the concept of dictatorship of proletariat in his concept of communism or concept of Marxism. Okay. Talking about John Locke, he belonged to the classical liberalism. Adam Smith also belonged to the classical liberalism. Benito Mussolini was the dictator of Italy and he is associated with fascism. So that would be the correct answer for question 3. Let us go to question number 4. Okay, now let us talk about fascism. So when we are talking about fascism, fascism is giving more importance to the state. According to them, whatever the state is saying, that is correct. You should surrender to the state. I was talking now that ideology is all about the relationship between the triad, individual, society, and state. Like which is more important? So according to fascism, the state is more important. If you surrender to the state, you could achieve liberation because you are not talented at all. what the fascism believe. So state know everything. So a state is omnipresent, like potent. State is everything and omniscient. So a state is all knowing. So therefore you just need to surrender yourself to the state and you would be done. Okay, this is what the fascism says. So it uphold the principle of democratic representation and equality. This is the first statement. It thrives on centralized authority and suppression of dissent. It seeks to create a nationalist and a militarized state. So try to answer this one. Let us answer this question. It never support the democratic representation and equality. You know that the Nazi state and the fascist state, uh, Germany and Italy, respectively. So therefore, option one can't be the answer any day. So therefore, you need to cross this option, and this option. So you are only left with one option. So that is option number B. That's the correct answer. Sometime I do not read the all sentences. Okay, if I would be the person who would be solving this question in JRF, what I would be doing, I would be reading the first statement. I would have came to know, okay, this is the wrong statement. I could have cancelled them, eliminated them, and just I have checked option B and have moved ahead. I even didn't have read these two options. Sometime I did like that in my JRF times. So this is also a good, actually, this is the correct way to solve the question. This is what you need to understand. So obviously, centralized authority is the essence of the fascism, and you cannot actually, disagree with your leader. So you can't show your dissent. If you'll show the dissent, they will suppress you. They will send you in the jail. They will punish you, everything, like. And yeah, and they try to create a nationalist and the militarized state, because military and nationalism, these are two more important, like very important tenet of fascism, in fact, right? Very important key features of fascism. So let us go to question number 4. Sorry, this was question number 4. Let us go to question number 5. Who among the following is not associated with the development of Marxism? That's a very simple question. So Friedrich Engels, he is a friend of Karl Marx. So he was over there in the development of Marxism. Obviously, Karl Marx was there. Rosa Luxemburg was also there. She also gave the concept of accumulation of capitals. He's also important thinker. John Stuart Mill. So talking about Mill belonged to the classical liberalism. Okay, remember this point. Mill support negative liberty, not the positive liberty, because NTA mark Mill in negative liberty. If you read OP Gauba says that John Stuart Mill is related to positive liberty. I'll explain this concept later on, or you could join our course for understanding these in detail. But you must be knowing a bit of Hindi also, because I have taught, in Hindi language, a kind of English language, because more of my audience is from North India. But yeah, since instructor in US, I'm trying to teach in English so that, the South Indian student could also get a good teacher from, for NET JRF. I'm 3 times JRF qualified, as you know. So John Stuart Mill would be the correct answer for this. And all these three thinkers above, they are associated with the concept of Marxism. Okay, let us go to the next one. See, this is just a screenshot what I have put. So the coaching centers, the big edu centers, actually they are offering me also, but whatever the teacher they are earning there, I just earn threefold of that. So I no need to, like go over any platform, whether on whatever the platform name is written or an academy. I was there for a while, but like left that. So this is how they are doing actually. They cannot prove that they have at least 10 plus JRF in the last examination. We had 10 plus JRF, and they actually bought our JRF candidate who cracked JRF. And I have no problem at all, because my ultimate purpose that student should get the job. So therefore I told him, okay, if they're offering the 50,000 job and kind of help for testimony, then you should go ahead with this, because what is the ultimate purpose? Why you are taking my coaching, or why you are studying from me? The ultimate purpose is you should be successful. And if you are getting successful, maybe, like by the other means, I have no problem at all. So this is how the scams are going on in market. And that's why I'm quite active nowadays, because I'm not fond of money now, that much. So that's why I'm very, inconsistent on YouTube. But nowadays I have been consistent, because I want to, like contribute in this UGC NET JRF field, as I have done a lot of things in this. So let us go to the next one. Which of the following is a core feature of conservatism? Edmund Burke is considered to be one of the staunch supporter of conservatism, and also known to be the father of conservatism. Also, Michael Oxford, he is also related to the conservatism. You could remember that. So now what the conservatism core feature is? Advocacy for the rapid social and political change. See, okay, first of all, let me read all the option. You try to answer this. Then I'm going to tell you the answer. Okay. Belief in maintaining the traditions and gradual reform. Promotion of classless and stateless society. Emphasis. So, emphasis on the abolition of the private property. Okay, yeah. So let us check the answer for this. See, conservatism always supports always support the status quo, the current prevailing situation. It is very anti to change. It does not like the changes. So therefore, the first option is wrong. It can't be the option because it says that it support the rapid social and political change. But on the other hand, the conservatism is all about maintaining the tradition and culture, whatever you have. That means maintaining the status quo, the current position. And, it also advocate the gradual reform. The change should be very gradual, okay? Not very rapidly or in the revolutionary manner. It should be evolutionary change. It should be incremental change. So this is what you have to understand, right? So B is the correct option for us. Now, promotion of a classless and stateless society. See, this is the tenet of Marxism actually. Marxism promote the classless and the stateless society. Okay, that's the point. Now, the fourth one, emphasis on the abolition of private property. Again, it's Marxism who is, promoting that kind of idea. So that would be our answer. Let us go to the next one. Okay, I think, okay, yeah. So, anarchism. So, there are a lot of thinkers related to anarchism. So, anarchism talks about the abolition of the central authority. It does not support that, there is any authority which is fit to rule you. Because anarchism believe that you are a rational creature, you know what is good or bad about you. And also, anarchism believe that there is no need of any security to the human beings because human beings are very good. They are kind, they are loving, they are cooperative. So, they are not going to, harm each other. So anarchism is very optimist, which I do not believe because human beings, they do not harm each other. They are loving, they are kind. You know that, you are in better position to judge these statements. But this is what anarchism believe, and that's why the anarchism states that state is unnecessary evil. Liberalism said that state is evil, but though it is necessary because we need the protection. But anarchism said that from whom you need the protection, you do not need any protection at all. Human beings are good, so they will adjust themselves, they will cooperate, they will have the mutual understanding among themselves. So you do not need any state at all. So it talks about abolishing the state, right? So that's the point. Okay. So let us, and there are a lot of thinkers. Let me name some of them. There is PJ Proudhon, who is sometimes like referred as the father of anarchism, very important thinker. Peter Kropotkin is there. You could remember him as well. William Godwin was the first thinker associated with anarchism. So these are some of the thinker what you have to understand. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Read the statement first of all. It opposes the all form of hierarchical authority. It advocates for self-governed society based on voluntary cooperation. It supports the establishment of the centralized state for governance. That's very easy, you understand this. As I told that anarchism is against the centralized state, so third can't be the answer anyway. So you need to check the option, and where it is third, you need to cross that out. So where it is third actually, over here, over here, over here. So option number A is the correct answer for us in this question. Okay. And what was first two statement? Okay, so it opposes all kind of hierarchical authority. That's very true. And also advocate for the self-governance, as we know that what is best for us, right? Now, who among the following is associated with Fabian socialism? Fabian socialism is a kind of evolutionary socialism. Okay, it's a very deep concept actually. You need to study for this. So Fabian socialism, if you see, Antonio Gramsci is neo-Marxist, or yeah, neo-Marxist. Frederick Engels, actually, he's a Marxist. Lenin is also associated with Orthodox Marxism, right? So therefore, these can't be the option. So GB Shaw, George Bernard Shaw is the correct option. Okay, so he's associated with the Fabian socialism. Let us go to the next one. Oh my God, who has arranged the options like that? I need to talk to the team for this. Okay, it's all right. Let me zoom out a bit, or let us actually understand this. Feminism. So feminism is talking about the dignity of females. Feminism is talking about the patriarchy in the society. Feminism is saying that patriarchy is the root cause, that why the women's are oppressed, subjugated, and exploited in the society. That is the main theme. And they actually promote the well-being of females. So this is what we have to understand. Okay. So it critiques the patriarchy and male dominated structure. It seeks equal political, social, and economic rights for women. It rejects the intersectional perspective on race and class. See, over here, there's a word called intersectional perspective. Let us understand this because this is important. And this could be a, potential question in your net GRF examination. Just give me 1 second, actually. Yeah. So what is intersectionality? Let us understand this. See, this concept was given by William Crenshaw. Pardon for the spelling. Crenshaw. My spelling is actually correct. Don't worry for that. William Crenshaw is the thinker who gave this concept. The intersectionality advocates that when you are looking at any group, so the groups are not homogeneous in nature. If you are talking about females, women, so are the women homogeneous in nature? So they are actually divided in different kind of subcategory. There could be a Dalit woman, there could be a upper caste woman, there could be a Muslim woman, there could be a Hindu woman. So the women could be divided among themselves on various bases, on the basis of caste, language, region, religion, and they all have different kind of issues. They all have different kind of challenges and different kind of tussle in their life. So this is what the intersectionality means. So, talking about feminism, if you talk about feminism, upper caste women, they also have oppression and exploitation. But talk about a woman who is Dalit and working in factories, working as a manual labor. So, it's the hardships which is done by that Dalit women and the upper caste women are the same. Can you make the same theory for both of them? That's what the intersectionality is all about. What I have written, pardon the spelling, intersectionality is all about. Getting my point. So actually, feminism support the intersectionality perspective on race and class. The white women and the black women cannot be same. The hardship, which is faced by black women, are much more deeper, are much more tougher as compared to the white women. In the Indian context, the upper caste women and the lower caste women, they're quite different. So that's why it supports actually intersectional perspective on race and class. So third can't be the correct option. And therefore first and second one is correct. So it believes in patriarchy and male dominated structure, also seeks for the equal rights and all in all the domains. Okay, that's the point. Okay, let us talk about this. Which political ideology is characterized by the idea of freedom as non-domination? Okay, idea as freedom as non-domination is given by republicanism. Okay. So what is freedom? Freedom is a situation where no one could dominate you. You are your own ruler. You are the one who is ruling your body and mind. No one has control on your body and your mind. So that is called freedom as non-domination. And this idea was given by Philip Pettit. So Philip Pettit is one of the thinkers from republicanism, and he supported this idea. So remember this one, actually very important. Okay. Now let us go to next question. Oh my God, again, these questions are like that. Okay, it's all right. Let us understand. About liberalism, it is, I already have explained about liberalism. It emphasizes on the separation of power. The separation of power is the division of power among the organs of government. That is legislature, executive, and judiciary. Okay. It advocates for the state ownership of the means of production. No, not at all. Liberalism support the private ownership, okay, not the state ownership. Therefore, this is the wrong statement. It promote the protection of the individual rights and freedom. Obviously, it is in the favor of individual rights and freedom. So therefore, statement 1 and 3 are the correct answer. Okay, second is not correct. So B is the correct option. Let us go to the next one. That's a very simple question. You could try by yourself. Which of the following political ideologies emphasizes the anti-modern and a return to traditional values? Obviously, you know this. Like you may get confused between the fascism and conservatism because fascism also support this to some extent. But fascism is not against modernization. All the battleships, all the technological advancement which was done in Italy and Germany, that was the sign of modernity. And that was under the fascist governance. So you can't say it is anti-modern actually in all the sense. Okay. So therefore, conservatism is the correct answer. You might be getting confused with this one, but I hope it's clear to you. Now, who gave the concept of hegemony in Marxist theory? Check this out by yourself. So that would be Antonio Gramsci. What the Gramsci said that, capitalists are controlling the society. This is what the hegemony in the common language I'm telling you, in the layman language. So according to hegemony, see what the Marxist says. Marxist says that capitalists are controlling the society because they control the economics, because they control the money. This is what the Marxists are saying. Right. Marxist, I mean, like Gramsci is also Marxist, by the way. Okay. What the Karl Marx is saying, what the Lenin is saying, these thinkers, the orthodox Marxist, okay, the classical Marxist thinker talking about Gramsci, who is considered to be the neo-Marxist, he said that that is just one point of view. The capitalists are controlling the society not just by controlling the mode of production or the economics or the money or the industry. The capitalists are also able to control the society because they control your culture. They control your education system. What you want to become decided by capitalists. You might be preparing for your UPSC examination for a lot of year and might be ending up with UGC net and watching this video, meanwhile. So this is just the capitalist mindset, which this is all about capitalism. If I go in detail, it will take a lot of time. I need to go to college also at the same time. So let us understand this. Okay, so answer would be Antonio Gramsci. He gave the concept of hegemony. He said apart from the economic mode of production, the capitalists are controlling religion, education, and other cultural means and also dominating the society. That's the point. Okay, so over here, consider the following statement related to communism. So, communism talks about abolition of property. Statement number one promotes classless and stateless society. It supports the existence of mixed economy. So, what would be the correct answer? Yeah. So, mixed economy, you understand, like where both private and public sector coexist. Okay. So, try to answer yourself. I think your answer is correct. You know, Communism can't support mixed economy because if it is talking about the abolition of the private property at the first place, how the how it is possible that there would be the coexistence of the private and public sector at the same time, because if there would be no private property, so therefore there is no mixed economy. It is socialism or the evolutionary socialism which support the mixed economy. Okay, third one is wrong. So this can't be the answer, this can't be the answer, this can't be the answer. So answer is one. It talks about abolition of private property, talks about classless and stateless society. State is a monster according to Marxist. Social Darwinism is survival of fittest. Who gave this concept? So let us answer this. So this is the Herbert Spencer. So what is social Darwinism? Let us understand. In biology, you must have understood this concept given by Charles Darwin, survival of fittest. In fact, it is the like matter of proud for us, the matter of pride for us that the statement survival of fittest, though the concept of Darwinism was given by the genetic evolution theory. Evolution theory was given by Charles Darwin. But anyway, the statement survival of fittest was given by Herbert Spencer, who is a political scientist, a political scholar. So that is a matter of pride for us anyway. Okay. So see what the social Darwinism means. That's a very pathetic concept. I do not believe in this anyway. Okay, but let me explain you. There are more thinkers believing in this. Maybe there is something called like Sumner, right? Sumner also believed this. A lot of other thinkers also believe this. Before this, let me tell you one more thing. Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda was not happy with this social Darwinism theory. So therefore, there was debate between this Herbert Spencer and Swamiji. And they were doing a lot of correspondence. Correspondence, that means they were writing the letters to each other. Letters, you understand na? Chitti in Hindi, okay? So they were talking to each other, okay? So that's the point. So social Darwinism said, as in natural world, the organisms which are fit to survive, they will survive and rest will extinct. Rest will actually disappear, will go away. In same manner, in society also, the human beings who are capable, who have education, health, money, food, etc., they should survive and other one should disappear. no one is going to take care about them, because if they're poor, if they cannot afford their survival, this is their mistake actually. This is what the social Darwinism said. If that would be the reason, the half of the population of India will go away in that manner. Okay, let us understand the next one. I do not support this, so don't give me any hate at all. Okay, now, which of the following thinkers is more closely associated with classical liberalism? It's John Locke actually. More, let me change this question a bit. Okay, it should be, which of the following is not associated? See, Jeremy Bentham is the founder of utilitarianism, and utilitarianism is a kind of a classical liberalism only. Utilitarianism a subtype of classical liberalism. So this is also correct if I ask who is associated with classical liberalism. In fact, Locke is called the father of it. Thomas Hobbes is also one of the first thinker who talked about the classical liberalism. So therefore, who among the following is not included? Let me correct this so that I could upload this PDF on my app. Should not get confused with this one. So if I ask this question that not associated, is not associated. Okay. So the answer would be Karl Marx for this. Remember. Okay. I'm so sorry for this wrong question actually over here. I corrected that anyway. Okay. So the answer would be, let me correct here itself. D. Okay. Let us go to the next one. Question number 17. Socialism. So it's not Marxism or communism. Okay. So socialism, it says evolutionary socialism, something like that. So socialism, abolition of private property, promotion of individual enterprise over collective welfare. Like enterprise means giving more importance to individual. Emphasizes on the economic equality and redistribution of resources. Like so first of all, answer this. I hope you get this one. Okay. So see, understand. Abolition of private property is not correct actually. Socialism that does not support the abolition of the private property. Okay, getting my point. Because abolition of private property completely is being supported by the Marxism or communism, not by socialism. Okay. Promotion of individual enterprise over collective welfare. No, actually, collective welfare is their main motive rather than that. Okay. And here emphasis on the economic equality and redistribution of resources. So yeah, this is also true. So all of, okay, like 2 and 3 are then correct, right? Because first one is wrong, right? First one is wrong, so cut this, cut this, cut this. 2 and 3 are correct. Okay, about socialism, I hope you get the point. Option number C is the correct answer. This is wrong answer over here, ignore that. Okay, my team must have written that, but believe me, what I'm teaching is not wrong. Okay, trust me. So this is question option number C, 2 and 3 would be the correct answer for this. Okay. Because socialism does not talk about abolition of the private property, it talks about the mixed economy. Okay. Getting my point? Who gave the concept of accumulation of capital? I told you this concept uh, a bit while ago. So this was Rosa Luxemburg who gave this concept. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Okay. Now understand this. Consider the following statement about fascism. It emphasizes the authoritarian nationalism. It supports the principle of liberal democracy. It promotes militarism and centralized state. So second can't be the option. So cut everything where it is 2, 2, 2. So D can't be the option. Okay, because all the above can't be true because it does not support the principle of liberal democracy. This can't be correct. This can't be correct. So 1 and 3 is correct. That is option number B because it emphasizes upon the authoritarian nationalism. And it also so authoritarian nationalism means what would be your nationalism would be defined by the leaders. Understanding my point, otherwise you would be termed that as anti-national. So you are not going to decide that what you believe and what would be the fate of your nationalism. It is the leader who is going to define you are a nationalist or not. Maybe you are talking in the terms of national interest. But if that is not conducive to your leaders, then they are going to discard that idea and they're going to say that this guy is a traitor. This is against the Indian nation. Or, sorry, my bad. I'm really sorry. So I was not talking in the terms of India actually right now. You may find some analogy, but please do not misunderstand me. So option B is the correct answer. Let us go to the next one. Which principle is key to utilitarianism? Survival of fittest, greatest happiness for greatest number, abolition of private property, the establishment of the classless society. Okay. Okay, so answer this. This is a very simple question, but let us understand what it really means, what the statement really means, because this is a most misinterpreted concept in political science, what I have gone through, like most of the students have told me. This is based on my experience. Okay, just give me 1 second. There are a lot of messages. Mm, okay, let us understand the next one, right? I'm really sorry for that. There were a lot of messages. So see, utilitarianism, it belongs to greatest happiness to greatest number because survival of fittest is related to the social Darwinism. Abolition of private property and classless society. These two things are associated with Marxism. Also, greatest happiness of greatest number means you could sacrifice the happiness of few people when it comes to promoting the happiness of maximum number of people. In other words, if suppose there are total 100 people, right? And suppose if you have to take out the kidney of any one person in order to save 99%, the utilitarianism says that, okay, you should take out the kidney of that person, even the livers also at the same time. But the problem is, what if you came to know that in order to have the welfare of 99 people, one person has to donate their kidney, and you are the one person who is going to do that? Are you going to accept this? You are a good person, you are living, very peacefully, right? There is no problem at all, right? And the people decided it is the you who is one who is going to donate your kidney so that the other 99 people would be better. That's the problem with utilitarianism, actually. That's very funny, actually, if you see that. Because if you see in utilitarianism, right? So it's not talking about the welfare of all. It's talking about this, sacrificing few people, and after sacrificing few people, promote the happiness of the maximum number of people. But what if it is the you who have to sacrifice, your happiness? You will not be ready for this. So therefore, there is a lot of contradiction, and this is what is the criticism made by the John Rawls later on. So let us understand the next one. 21. Which of the following political ideology advocate the abolition of private property and establishment of the classless society? It's obviously the communism, okay? That's very simple question. Let us understand about the conservatism again. So consider the following statement about conservatism. It opposes the radical social change. It supports the preservation of traditional institution and custom. It promotes the abolition of social hierarchy. See, first two are correct. It opposes the radical social change. That means there should be the gradual change, not the radical one. Also, it talks about the preservation of the traditional institution and custom. That's true. But at the same time, it is not talking about the abolition of the social hierarchy. It actually support the Varna system. Okay, so that's wrong. So cancel three, 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 three. Okay, so one is the correct answer for this. Let us go to the question number 23. Which of the following thinker is associated with the idea of justice as fairness? You must be knowing this. You could answer this one. It's John Rawls. John Rawls is related to liberal, like what I'm saying. It's liberal egalitarianism. Okay, it's very tough to make like 25 question consecutively. Okay, talking about all other thinker, Robert Nozick is related to neoliberalism, right? Neoliberalism. Also, Frederick Hayek is also related to neoliberalism and new right philosophy. Actually, Hayek is considered to be the guru means a kind of teacher, a guide, a mentor to this Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan who promoted neoliberalism. Okay, those ideas. Jeremy Bentham, you already know that. Bentham utilitarianism. Go ahead. Social Darwinism. Okay, so social Darwinism, which was given by Herbert Spencer, it's very simple. So application of biological evolution concept to the human society and politics. Those who are not fit for politics and society, those who do not have money, they should disappear, they should go away. This is what they are saying, okay, which is really very brutal. Advocacy for equal wealth distribution. Okay, these are like the concepts what you might be knowing. Who for the first time gave the separation of power? No, it's like who gave the separation of power concept. So see, division of power among the organ of government, that is called separation of power among legislature, executive, and judiciary. On the other hand, the division of power among the levels of government, that means the state level and the central level by the constitution in the context of India, that is called federalism. Okay. Now there's one catch. Let me tell you that. Actually, Montesquieu is the correct answer for this because he is associated with the like separation of power. Also, one of the book is very important, which is associated with him, The Spirit of Law. One more thing, it was not Montesquieu who gave the concept of separation of power for the first time. It was John Locke who gave the separation of power for the first time. But the three institutions, which were the three organs of government, which was identified by John Locke, was legislature, executive, and federative. So federative was associated with maintaining the foreign relation, executive executing the law, legislature making the law. In Montesquieu theory of separation of power, there is the check and balance. Like no one, like there is no hierarchy. It is not like legislature is at top. Like there is no hierarchy, no order at all, no chronology. Okay, that which one is superior or inferior. So there is check and balance. But according to, like John Locke theory of separation of power, so there is the hierarchy. According to John Locke, the legislature is, the superior one, then the executive, then the federative. So this is what you have to understand. I hope you get the point. Okay. So these are the 25 questions from the first batch out of the 40 lectures. The video would be in English. And you need to support me. You need to hit this like button. You need to share this. Also, you need to, if you want to buy the mock test, it is the best place. I need to tell you, padho to aise, because I have guided a lot of people for NET JRF. You could see my qualification. Okay. I'm not very active on YouTube, and nowadays, whatever you see on YouTube is not truth. Okay, whatever the teachers are teaching you for JRF, ask them that reappear for JRF and crack for second time. I cracked thrice. If I appear for fourth time, I will. Okay, the last time I cracked JRF was like December 2023. I'm not going to appear in this one because the people are going to troll me because why you are eating one seat, why you are taking away one seat. There are less seat in JRF. I agree for that. But still, I appear in examination just to check the examination pattern so that I could help my student in the better manner. If you are looking for a good course, you should know Hindi a bit. Notes are in English. You could download the app of Padho To Aise. You could buy paper 2 course for political science where you will get, everything in great detail. That is more than enough in order to crack JRF. And most of our students are from Central University, DU and JNU. Also, if you don't want to buy that course, if you want to buy the test series, like provided by Padho To Aise, there is 20 mock test for paper 2, analysis of 2004 to 2024 question paper, video analysis. Also, they are in the form of quiz. You could also attempt them like the mock test on the app or on the website also, so that you could revise them. Theme-wise mocks are there, free mock test for paper 1, complete notes. So, you could check our app for the same. Okay. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead and all the best for your examination. Please do subscribe. Please increase my subscribers so that I would be motivated and I will make more video because I'm not the YouTuber. I was the YouTuber initially, like when I was in my college. At that time, I was making the video and all. But yeah, if you motivate me, obviously I'll complete all 40 lectures and trust me, it is going to be very fruitful for you to have a good guide. So with a lot of humility, again, thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, everything is in the hand of God. And we are just the small creature. We do not have anything in our hand. Just pray to God, just do our best. And we will get the success at the end. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great day ahead. Bye.